All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 135-pound division where something who's really funny is taking place, and that is in the Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia fight. What Ryan Garcia's promoters, Oscar De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins, have predicted will happen in the fight. It's the first time I've ever seen this take place. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 135-pound division where, again, we are a month out officially today, 1 month out from the biggest fight in boxing taking place between Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia at 136 pounds. And of course, there's a lot of media, a lot of press out there. And we just heard Oscar De La Hoya and right before that, Bernard Hopkins tell you about the outcome of the fight. But what they said is very interesting. Before I get into that, though, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And also, if you are a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you so much for your continued support. It really does make a big difference in the channel. So thank you so much for your support, and the super thanks of videos like this, which is a great way to sponsor videos. But if you can't do that, at least hit the like button, leave a comment. It would be greatly appreciated. So, when have you ever heard of a promoter for a major event refuse to make a prediction for the outcome of a fight when it is their fighter? And I have never heard that before. In a fight of this magnitude, where you have everybody in the boxing world paying attention to it, Bernard Hopkins, who is a co-owner and a promoter for Golden Boy Promotions, right? And Oscar De La Hoya, who is the main owner of Golden Boy Promotions, were asked how they think the fight is going to turn out between Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia. And they both said, one said, "Don't ask me how it's going to turn out." And the other guy says, "Somebody's getting knocked out. I don't know who it's going to be." Look, man, that is absolutely astounding to me. Gervonta Tank Davis has a promoter, has people in his camp, right? And when you talk to Calvin Ford, who's the head trainer for Gervonta Davis, will tell you in a minute what Gervonta Davis is going to do to Ryan Garcia, right? He's going to knock him out. He said it's going to be a great fight. Ryan is an excellent fight, man. We finally here. We at the big moment where we can do this really big thing, be on the biggest stage, right? But at the end of the day, when you ask him what's going to happen in that fight, he says, "My fighter's going to get it done. We're going to knock him out," right? Now, just oppose that to Joe Goosen, who is the trainer for Ryan Garcia. I have yet to hear, now somebody can correct me if it's out there somewhere, but it ain't out there prominently, that Joe Goosen is saying that Ryan Garcia is going to win that fight, right? He talked, matter of fact, the only thing that I can really recall coming out of Joe Goosen, the trainer for Ryan Garcia's mouth, was, "Hey, it's going to be a good fight. They're both great fighters, both top-notch fighters." But before that, he said, "Look, man, I think Ryan Garcia needs more fights before he's ready to get in there with Gervonta Davis," So that's what the trainers say. Then you have Leonard Ellery. Leonard Ellery is a former promoter and working with the promotion of Gervonta Davis for this fight. And what does Leonard Ellery say? Leonard Ellery says Gervonta Tank Davis is the most exciting fighter in boxing. He's going to be the biggest name in boxing. And Ryan Garcia is going to get knocked out. Says it like right off their tongue. Boom, he's going to get knocked out. Also, Take Floyd Mayweather Jr., who apparently Gervonta Davis says, was having a little bit of is a little bit estranged from. What did he say? He said when that fight happens, Gervonta Davis is going to knock out Ryan Garcia, and he's not going to wake up for 2 weeks. Right. So there you go. Pretty much everybody in that camp is of one accord. Gervonta Davis is going to knock out Ryan Garcia. And it seems to me that everybody in Ryan Garcia's camp is in accord except Ryan Garcia, because everybody in his camp says, I don't know what's going to happen. Show up, buy the fight, and we'll see. That right there, man, is not very, very strong recommendations from fighters of that, from fighters of that caliber. Now, of course, you hear things where they say, Gervonta Davis and, the weight and the rehydration clause and the catch weight and all of that type of stuff, right? But you don't hear these guys actually saying that Ryan Garcia is going to win the fight. That to me is just like, I go back to what I've said about this fight from the beginning, that Gervonta Tank Davis's team wanted to fight, that Ryan Garcia and Ryan Garcia's camp, Oscar De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins did not want this fight. And they are not confident in Ryan. And honestly, other than the fact that he is very fast hands and he's got big power, there's not a lot of reason to be confident about Ryan Garcia in this fight. If Ryan Garcia was somebody that you'd seen, really be able to outbox somebody, make people miss, slip, win, score points, beat somebody like that. Also somebody that's able to, beat somebody down to the body, wear them down over time, right? In kind of a rough and tumble fighter, show some kind of combination of that. And have shown it, over amount of time, maybe like 25, 26 fights. I can see why he'd be like, okay, there you go. But with Ryan Garcia, it really is just the idea that he's taller, he's longer, and he's got really, really good power. I just watched the Jose Pedraza fight yesterday, and I've been trying to figure out a way to explain one of the things that I see out of Gervonta Davis, which I really think is going to be a difficulty for Ryan Garcia. And it is his anticipation of the hook. It is his punching and immediately moving into a defensive position to avoid the major shot that he does not want to get hit with. So while he will hit you with a straight right, a straight left, he will immediately duck down, move his head off the line and out of the way at very, very, very low, right? So, and if he feels like he can take the power or whatever, he can get close enough, then you may get some hits, you may get some shots off on him, but he's blocking, his parrying and all of that. But it's the constant pressure of him and the wearing down of the body over the course of the fight that is really, I think, leads to a lot of these knockouts where you say, okay, well, man, he got him with one shot, right? But anyway you cut it, it's not really going to matter what the predictions of the fighter, of the camps are at the end of the day. It's going to really matter what transpires in the ring. It's just that to me is just not a very good sign, man. Because Oscar De La Hoya will say, if Oscar De La Hoya has a fighter like Virgil Ortiz, and he says, I think Virgil Ortiz is ready to beat Terrence Crawford. Nobody may believe that. I'm not saying it's not true, but I'm saying people may not believe that, but he will say it. When his fighter like Victor Ortiz or Robert the Ghost Guerrero were fighting against Floyd Mayweather Jr., he predicted them to beat Floyd Mayweather Jr. every time. Never panned out. So just the change of tone to me, it's just interesting, man. It's really, really interesting. And the closer it comes to the fight, the more it sounds like a money grab. It looks like a money grab to me from Ryan Garcia. And at the very least, his camp not being tremendously confident about what's going on. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.